Doncic does it again, but first, let's show you how we got to that point because there's a lot more detail to it than Luka just hitting a step back jumper. First of all, I love this not being called. Obviously, this season's new rules not rewarding non-basketball plays with foul calls. Obviously, Marcus Smart just flailing himself into Porzingis. But the other thing I'm going to point out here, partially, you did this to try to draw a foul unsuccessfully, but you also did it to get a 2-for-1, okay? Because I'm going to come back to that. You want to shoot the ball 33, 32 seconds. Great time to shoot it to get a 2-for-1, okay? Smart tries to get the foul. Guys are still programmed like they were last season. It's going to take some time. Don't give him the foul call. Love that, all right? So let's play it out. See what happens here. Marcus is going to end up knocking the ball out of bounds. Everybody's complaining about a foul, but then Jason Kidd, as you can see, has 2 timeouts, so here he's going to use one of them, okay? So let's fast forward as fast as humanly possible through that timeout because coming out of it. Okay, so Jason Kidd drew up a play, all right? Again, note that there is a 6.6 second differential, so Boston right now should have the last shot. Robert Williams going to knock the ball out of bounds, okay, doesn't really change anything. All right, Jason Kidd saying who he wants to go set the screen. All right, Marcus Smart, as you can see, guarding Luka. Ball's in play. All right, still that 6-second differential. And Marcus Smart uses the Celtics foul to give. Okay, I understand you have a foul to give. And I understand, you don't want to give up a last-second shot and say, oh, we still had a foul to give. We could have just fouled him there. Okay, but why here? I mean, Luka's 60 feet from the basket. What does this accomplish? All it does is turns the shot clock off. So now Dallas can hold for the last shot. Like, I understand, again, if you think you're beat or Luka has an angle on you or whatever, but that's not what happened here. Marcus Smart just grabs him 70 feet from the basket just to use the foul to give here. With 5 on the shot clock. I mean, right here at this point, it's going to be hard for Luka behind half court to get off a decent shot, especially because, as you can see, so what's their action? Their action is they're bringing Porzingis up the screen because they're trying to get Robert Williams switched onto Luka. Okay, but Robert Williams is going to do the smart thing, which is tell Josh Richardson, okay, you run up there with Porzingis instead, so you could be the guy to switch. Okay, because the Celtics were on top of that. All right, Marcus Smart, though, gives the foul to give. So again, now we have no shot clock. I don't know what Udoka's telling him there exactly, but either way, okay, Dallas not going to use a timeout here. We kind of drew something up. So here's what we're going to do. Basically the same thing. Bullock's going to try to screen for Luka, but anyway, he just basically got him open. Marcus Smart's still the matchup. Okay? So now we're going to do the exact same thing. Again, Porzingis comes up to screen, and once again, Robert Williams smartly switches onto Bullock and lets Richardson switch onto Porzingis so that the Celtics can switch and have a more reasonable matchup. Smart can guard Porzingis. Richardson can guard Luka, theoretically. Okay, but Jason Kidd, credit to him. The matchup, what matchup can we get Luka? Probably Richardson you want to go against instead of Smart. Worst defender for sure than Smart. So Jason Kidd's telling everybody, get a heck away, space, get away from the ball. And now Luka, again, goes to work. All right, the step back, obviously unbelievable. Just how laughable is it that all these pundits, all these analytics, Luka's a bad three-point shooter, he's a bad shooter, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. But anyway, what I really want to point out to you here, in addition to, like I said, not agreeing at all with the Celtics using that foul to give, is just want to point out, you're like, well, okay, why don't you double him, all these things. I mean, Marcus Smart basically does. He starts running towards Luka with 3.5 on the game clock. Okay, so he's coming to double him. All right. Robert Williams, could have maybe done a little bit more, but even he right here, he stunts hard at the ball. He really fakes hard at Luka, especially in the NBA where the rule is don't help off the strong corner. And that is, again, Bullock, who's, a pretty damn good shooter from there. Okay, so Marcus Smart's coming to double. Robert Williams fakes at the ball pretty well. But this shot's just, it's unguardable. That's literally what it is. He does this all the time. It's his step back going left against a damn good defender like Josh Richardson, but he knows what he's going to do this entire time. He's going to step right, left, that right kind of gather, again, like Harden, land on 2, all right, and just shoot that high arc and step back and bottoms. It's just filthy. It's not much you can do, honestly. I mean, maybe you could just trap on the pick and roll, but again, then that potentially leaves Porzingis wide open. But anyway, a lot of the stuff's hindsight is 2020. Once again, I don't agree with using the foul to give, and most importantly, Luka is fucking unstoppable. Quite frankly, I mean, this is just an obscene shot against virtually three defenders, and wins the game for Dallas, which didn't need to happen because the Celtics should have had the last shot. Don't understand that really at all. But once again, Luka Doncic, huevos, cojones, big time game winner. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumb up, Scout with Bryan.